it's Kim. Notes from my needle. Happy Thanksgiving, all my Canadians. Hope you're all having a great meal with family and friends, wherever you're at. We had our turkey meal yesterday. We actually went over to my son's father and stepmother's house and had a lovely meal with them, and it was fantastic. Basically, sorry it's been so long since my last video. It's definitely been over a month. Almost close to 2. As some of you might know, my husband is in the Navy and he's currently deployed overseas. So getting back into the routine of school has been rough, especially for my youngest. And then to top all that off, he did come home on leave for 10 days at the end of September. So we've had that thrown in the mix, and then we've had Thanksgiving happen, and just life in general has happened. There's been quite a few things. Sorry for the camera. There's been quite a few things going on. All the kids are, as I said, back into school. All of their extracurriculars. And it's just me running them everywhere. And there's been some home repair stress. I like to call it the deployment gnome. Not that it wouldn't happen if hubby was home, but it just seems like it's amplified when he's not here. So we recently discovered that our main door underneath is completely rotted out. So I've been frantically trying to get companies here to give us quotes on having that repaired, and I have a couple more companies coming this week because one quote was really high, and then one quote quoted me on just replacing our door, but basically said it would be a mystery as to how much it would cost to repair everything else, which I'm kind of like, I don't really like the idea of having to pay you mystery money and not knowing up front. And then I've been doing a little bit of research as well because I might possibly be going back to work, either part-time or full-time, once my husband comes back from his deployment and we have a more stable schedule. But we'll have to see. Everything is kind of just up in the air, but that's kind of what's been going on with my life update. But obviously you're here for the stitching. We're all here for the stitching. It's my favorite. I think I'm going to start with haul this time around. I don't have a whole heck of a lot, and I say that, but then there's piles of things sitting next to me all over my bed. So basically I'm just gonna hop right in. So the first 2 things I got 2 new Mill Hill kits, and these are snow globe ornaments, and I just thought these were super pretty, and I can't wait to put these on my tree. So I got this one. I don't know if I'll get them done this year or not, but I just had to have them. And I got that one, and I just think they're super cute. In theory, fast to stitch. In practice, probably not so much. Again, sorry for the camera. What I have it set up on keeps slipping. There, that's probably better. There, sorry if anybody was made nauseous by my adjusting the camera. I did also pick up some ballpoint needles to try. And I do really like them so far. I have to say, they do make definitely stitching on even weave quite a bit nicer and easier, and easy, like the name says. I picked up some skeins of Etoile floss just for a project that I'm going to work on. So just a couple of greens and some yellow. They're so pretty. I love that sparkle is catching on camera, so I picked up those. I picked up this Silk Weaver fabric. This is a 32 count opalescent Lugana, and it's an 18 by 26 piece, and it's called Polished Brass. And I just thought it would be really pretty. I don't know if you can, there you go. There's some sparkle. I thought it would be really pretty for some Christmas ornaments for my tree. And it's a large piece, and I got this for relatively inexpensive in the Canadians Only Buying and Selling Cross-Stitch Supplies group. Somebody was destashing this, and I snapped it up, and I'm really quite pleased with the money I spent on that. I did also pick up this fabric. This is an 18 count Ada. Isn't that maple leaf print just so pretty? I just love it. I had to have that. I did also pick up from IKEA this shadow box frame, and I did see, I'm not sure if it was Pinterest or if it was somebody else's FlossTube, where they had a top loading shadow box. This is a rear loading, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill into the top a space, and I'm going to just start dropping my orts in here and hang it on the wall, because a lot of the flosses are really pretty. And last year I did put some of them in a Christmas ball and hang them on my Christmas tree, which I thought was really fun. But I think this would be fun too to have all year round, and then I could see how long it's going to take me to fill this up. So yeah, I just thought that was really, really fun. So I picked that up because it was on sale. And probably my best find was from Facebook Marketplace. I picked up 165 skeins of DMC floss for $25. So it's almost, you know, it's quite a lot in there. Obviously it's 165 skeins, but I'm super happy with that. Somebody had a relative who had passed, who cross-stitched, and they were selling off all the supplies, and I snapped that up. Where shall we go? Oh, actually, I still have a few things left in my haul. I picked up these flower picks from Michaels, and I thought I would use that to finish off my I Love Fall, because I also picked up from Michaels again this little easel. And I thought what I would do is mount my I Love Fall on sticky board or mounting board in the same size as this and completely cover this wording up. And then it's all, and I'm going to cut this little loop off because I don't need that. But then I thought, you know, I have a cute little easel to display and maybe put like some ribbon and flowers on the top. I just thought it would make some good finishing. So I picked that up. Also with finishing in mind, I picked this up from Michaels as well. It's a pumpkin, and I thought this would be good for my frosted pumpkin stitchery, pumpkin spice and everything nice. This is metal, and it's just stapled on, so I thought maybe I would pull that off, finish on either sticky board or mounting board to cover up this wording, and then stick this piece back on. Maybe keep this raffia bow. I don't know. I do have some fall ribbon too that I might take the raffia bow off and maybe put some fall ribbon in behind and then stick the raffia bow back on, because I do actually like that and I think it would go well. But I mean, it's the shape of a pumpkin, and the texture on it is actually quite similar to cross stitch fabric. So even if I didn't cover all of it, or if I went in a similar shape, like, I don't know how I'm going to work that, because that finish is like completely square or rectangular, because it's meant to be finished as a block. So I'm hoping that if I maybe put it on there, maybe with a homespun ruffle out of a coordinating fabric. But I snapped that up when they had all their fall things on sale, because it was just too good to not. And I did also get this galvanized tray. It does have, you know, the little feet on it, because it is meant to be a tray. But what I plan to do with it is I plan to hang it on my wall next to where my sewing table is, and stick all my needle minders to it on the inside. So I snapped that up too while it was all on sale. So I'm pretty pleased with my purchases. I mean, I didn't go too crazy. I did place an order with one of the cross stitch shops for Country Cuddle Needleworks Most Wonderful Time of the Year, because I already have Merry Christmas, My Dear, and I wanted them to kind of go together. And I did pick up from them as well, ordered some more John James Petite needles, because those are my absolute favorite, as well as La Cour de Père Noël by Tralala. And those haven't come in yet, so I haven't received them yet. So I have no FFOs. I do have some finishes. I finished both of my Prairie Schooler Santas, the 2007 and the 2009, that I'm doing as ornaments for my in-laws for Christmas. So there's one, and there's two. The only thing, oh, there we go. The only thing I have to say is that I wish, on this one especially, that I had used white instead of the called for ecru, because the ecru is so close to the color of the fabric that you kind of can't really tell. I'm hoping that when I back it with white fabric, which is what I plan to do, is just put a white quilting cotton behind them as opposed to doing an iron-on stabilizer, that it makes that ecru kind of come forward a little bit, because I feel like that does get lost a little bit in the fabric, but I'm hoping that putting the white behind it will make it pop out a little bit more. I did also finish Jingle by Lizzie Kate, and it's from Tidy Tidings, Roman numerals XIV, which I am not sure what that is. I know X is 10, 14, I think IV is 4, so 14, I think. The only thing I need to get is I'm looking for a little like rusty jingle bell that's meant to go here on his scarf. And I haven't been able to find one yet because as it's October, there isn't a whole lot to choose from when it comes to Christmas things at the moment. So I'm just waiting for Michael's to put their stock out. I did also finish Little House Needleworks, one of the all dolled up patterns, and this one is He's a Flake. And I changed up the called fors. This red is a sulky petite. This yellow is also a sulky petite. This green is a variegated DMC. And rather than putting the yellow in the dots of the flowers and on his hat, that is Krynic. And I think it turned out really well. My only issue is, because I was trying to be, economical with my fabric, there is some serious margin chicken going on here. Like, this is really close to this. So I'm hoping that what I can do is cut them apart, and then maybe, like, this one I don't think I want to have too much of a margin with anyway. So I'm hoping that I can leave just enough that I can, like, maybe hand sew it together rather than machine sew it together. But, other than that, I really love how both of these turned out. And I did also find one that I had finished last year that I had completely forgotten that I had done. And it's from a Cross Stitch magazine. I'm not sure which magazine it's from, because I don't think I still have it. But it's this cute little Christmas anchor. And I'm going to have to circle finish it, because for whatever reason I cut it out as a circle from the fabric. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get that one finished in time to put on our tree this year. And right now, I'm just working on the one WIP. It is the Snowflake Sugar Cookie by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery from this year's Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornaments. It's this guy right here. I am not doing it as charted. I'm doing it 1/2 on this mystery purple even have. And I switched out that blue for a DMC light effect. So this is where I am right now. You can't really see the white right now, but in the areas where I've started adding the light effect, it's really popping that forward, which was my intention. I don't plan to do the brown or the border. I just kind of wanted the snowflake guy. And I mean, in all honesty, I just want to be done with this. I'm so frustrated with it. I've started it. This is the 3rd time. The first time I started it on this, I'm going to have to unpick all this. I miscounted and this brown border didn't line up. And then I started it again on this 18 count and was doing it 1 strand over 2 and miscounted. So I'm going to have to pull out all of that, but at least it's only 1 strand, so it should seam rip out, and then I can use these both for other ornaments. But I just want to be done with it. I'm so frustrated with that. And you wouldn't have think that such a small little design would give me so much trouble, but Like, it's just been absolutely ridiculous. It's just unreal the amount of issues that that's given me. I mean, other than that, I have a few plans. I'm all about Christmas right now. That's all I want to stitch, all I want to finish. I'm here for it. I'm here for Christmas. It's not even mid-October yet, but I'm here for Christmas stitching. I did abandon the 2007 Santa that I was doing over one, because I wanted to see like the difference in size between doing it over one and over two, and doing it over one on the fabric I was doing it on was just way too hard. So I abandoned it. I am also abandoning my Joan Elliott Canadian Beauty, not because I don't like the pattern anymore, but because I was doing it on a blue fabric that I dyed myself, which I do like. However, after seeing somebody else's completed one on that leaf printed Ada that I showed earlier, I really want to do it on that leaf printed Ada. And since it's 18 count, I think I'm going to do it with one strand as opposed to two strands, because I find you get good coverage with it, because this is one strand on 28 count even weave. And I feel like the coverage would be really good on that. And pulling the two strands of floss through the 18 count Ada, I find it looks really chunky. And especially if you need to seam rip something, it takes forever to pull it out. And it like really makes the holes in the Ada stretch out. So I'm going to attempt it over one and see if I like it better. So hopefully that works out. I have some ornaments that I need to FFO, not only the ones that I showed you. I do have some Christmas finishes from last year that I need to FFO. I have a Country Cottage Needleworks, the Santa's list that I need to FFO, as well as there was like a Lizzie Kate Snowman I finished last year that I need to FFO. I'm hoping to get 6 Fat Men finished, but I'm not 100% sure on that, because I also have Country Cottage Needleworks Merry Christmas, My Dear that I would love to get done for this year. I mean, that'll probably stitch up really fast because it's not too many colors and they tend to go fairly quickly. I do also have a Mill Hill kit that I've finished all the stitching on that needs the beads completed that I would like to get finished for my tree this year. And I do have some other craft projects on the go that aren't necessarily cross-stitch, but they are still Christmassy that I would like to get done and put on the tree. But yeah, other than that, like, I think that's pretty much it for my stitching. I don't know if you've noticed, but I did get my hair cut. It's kind of a mess right now, and I'm loving the shorter hair because it's just so much easier and way better. As some of you might know too, I have been doing Weight Watchers since August, and I'm almost down 20 pounds, so that's exciting too. And I'm hoping to continue on with that. And yeah, hopefully it won't be another month and a half, almost 2 months before I make another video. I'm gonna try to at least get one on once a month, even if it's just a quick little vlog style one where I basically like, this is what I'm stitching today, this is how far I got, and just splice those all together at the end. I do have some new subscribers. I have over 100 subscribers right now, so thank you so much. I never thought when I started this roughly a year ago that even 5 people would watch it, so to have over 100 people that watch is really exciting for me, and I really appreciate every single one of you. And with that being said, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna go stitch some more for today, since today is a holiday here in Canada and we all have the day off work and school. And until next time, have a great day. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.